for 208? Are you asking for 260? Are you asking for
I'm
something?
asking for, I'm asking for 260.
Okay, that's
'cause
fine.
there's this, okay.
So Ms. Ugly, are you contesting Mr. Fort's request that child support get recalculated based on him having 260 overnights?
Yes.
Okay.
There have been
Well,
days
okay.
of
I just
week-
what time out.
Sure.
So since you're contesting it, we're going to go ahead and swear you in and take your testimony.
Okay.
So if you would please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You can lower your hand. All right. So you may continue.
Okay. Since the beginning of this year and probably the year following before, I've let Patrick decide when Kaysen would be home. It does really range on a 3 to 4 a week. I want to say it balances, and I don't agree with his calendar, but I don't have a way to prove on mine. Patrick and I have no contact with each other, and I would like to work on contact. We at least agree with each other when Kaysen should be here. Kaysen is with the other one. And we've had a good balance going on. Patrick only pays $80 a month, which is not a substantial amount. I was paying $400 a month. I also raised Kaysen from the time he was born till 6 years old. I have let Patrick go ahead and help parent. He's been involved with school, with a doctor. That's been extremely helpful, and it's been good for Kaysen, and things have gotten better. There were incidents of domestic violence, and Kaysen was diagnosed with PTSD, as am I, which is why I keep my distance. Over the last year, I've been struggling with PTSD, and it's been better for Kaysen not to be here with me all the time, the 4 days a week.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
It's been better for Kaysen not to always be here the 4 days a week. So it's usually...
And I had a question about that, the 4 days a week. So under the current...
Buckle up, guys. Today we're going to step inside a tense courtroom moment where a child support dispute immediately sets the tone. Right from the start, the pressure is obvious. A mother speaks about facing eviction and financial hardship, while the father pushes for a recalculation of child support based on how many nights the child stays with him. The judge quickly begins doing the math in real time, and you can already sense this case isn't just about numbers. It's about two completely different versions of reality colliding in court.
In parenting time order, Kaysen would ordinarily be with you about 4 days a week. Is that right?
4 to 5. Yeah, he comes home once during the week, and then he's home Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. And I don't mind mixing that up and having, Friday, Saturday, going home Sunday, and having 2 days. But I'd like to work it out so there isn't I would like to do 50-50. I'm getting to the point where I'm actually comfortable co-parenting with you. And I need to be able to do this without fearing for my safety or our safety or blowing up. And that's what I'm asking for.
Well, you understand that this is not a hearing to change parenting time.
I understand that. And parenting time itself is, I would like to say we're pretty happy with the schedule.
So, so do I hear you correctly that over the past, year and a half, I thought I heard you say that over that time, because of, your struggles with PTSD, that you were not having Kaysen the 4 to 5 days each week, that it was a lesser amount?
It's 4 to, has not been 5 days.
Okay.
4, rarely 3 during soccer. He had Saturday morning games. So he stayed there Friday night. It has ranged, but because of, when I knew that this was going to come down to a fight, who has Kaysen more, it shouldn't be about money at this point. Kaysen's never gone hungry. Kaysen's never had something he didn't need. No, he's not, you know, in an overabundance of toys and gifts. He's got everything he needs, but he doesn't like not having his Burger King. He doesn't like not having sugary snacks. And he has called his dad, like, can you drop off Burger King? Can you drop off whatever? We're not in any situation where we're lacking in food, but we don't have an overabundance of, like, here's 5 different dinners and here's, you know, and all of these, it's $80 a month. And $80 a month is worth having an open communication with each other than it is to try and restrict this again. It's not about the money, but I can't, I was just taken to eviction court. That's looking at $2,000 within the next month and a half and another $400 a month. I'm not working at this time.
So do I understand that you disagree with the calendar? Do you think the calendar is incorrect?
I do.
Okay, that's not, all I wanted to know.
Yes,
Okay.
my phone died within the week before, so I can't go back and look at scheduled days.
Okay. So do you think that, and I thought I heard you say that, well, would you say that you've generally been averaging 3 days a week?
I think if I'm calculating it right, it's going to be almost half. So 50-50. 4 days a week, up to 3 times a month, if not less. So like 4 to 3 days.
Okay.
And especially during summer, I'm asking that we come back to this. And once we can figure this out, but I'm, with everything else going on this week and not having a lawyer, it's just, it's not sensible right now to try and argue a point where what's in the best interest of Kaysen, what's in the best interest. And I'm grateful that Pat has been there to help, to watch Kaysen, to have Kaysen there over the last year through this.
And so, Miss Ugly, I mean, it sounds like you feel like you're in a better spot now. Is that?
Yes.
Time to understand? And so, I mean, based on how you're feeling, do you think you're going to want to go back to, you know, what the court order has with, you know, you getting generally, it looks like 4 days a week?
Yes.
All right, guys, now the testimony begins and the atmosphere shifts from numbers to emotion. The mother takes a stand and explains how parenting responsibilities have been shared over time. At first it sounds cooperative, but then the narrative turns serious. She mentions past domestic violence and PTSD affecting both her and the child. Suddenly this case becomes much deeper than child support. What started as a financial dispute now begins revealing emotional history, trauma, and a complicated co-parenting dynamic.
I see. And I heard that, did you hear the testimony of Mr. Fort? He testified that you only started asking for more parenting time after he filed his motion. Do you agree with that?
That's because it became a fight. Kaysen has spent more of the nights where he was supposed to be here at a friend's house. So when I'm texting at 6 o'clock at night, you know, when are you coming home? Are you coming home? No, I want to go to a friend's. The fact that we're using that against each other is what upsets me.
Could you explain that a little bit more? I'm not sure I understand that.
Every time where Kaysen is supposed to have been home Friday night, there's a party going on and Kaysen wants to spend the night at a friend's house. That's fine, but Patrick's using it against me that he's not with me. No, he's not, because we're letting him have a social life and then go out with friends. So yeah, this has been more of a fight. And unfortunately, when Kaysen was born, the reasoning for CPS becoming involved in the first place, it's not the last circumstance, but it was because of domestic violence, and they feared for our safety. And Patrick has changed a lot in the last couple of years. We don't talk much, but the aggressive outbursts, the behavior has been better. Kaysen came back from Patrick's pretty devastated after he was removed from my care for 9 months. Showed signs of having PTSD, come back, pretty severe. His attitude, his demeanor, he went from being calm and happy to becoming violent, angry, upset.
Buckle up again, because this moment takes an unexpected turn. While explaining the parenting schedule, the mother makes a statement that instantly catches the judge's attention. She suggests it has sometimes been better for the child not to be with her all the time due to her struggles with PTSD. The judge pauses and asks for clarification, sensing the weight of that statement. This is the kind of moment where a single sentence can shift how everyone in the courtroom views the situation.
His school is going okay. How many times, Miss Egley, have you been to an IEP?
Okay, hey, guys, this is not about parenting time. That's not relevant. If you want to have a custody hearing or a parenting time hearing, please file the appropriate motion. A hearing on that will be scheduled. We're only here today on child support.
Okay, Miss Egley, why is it now that I file my motion, you're contacting me on Friday and asking me when Kason is coming home? Before this motion has ever been filed, Miss Egley.
Okay, just let her answer that question. Go ahead, Miss Egley.
Because I let you dictate a lot of the time. Kason has been home every Friday, except for before in soccer. I've been really allowing, knowing that it hasn't been a fight between us. He is going to a friend's house Friday night. If I have to not let Kason go to a friend's house, but I'm texting you now because we're at the time and period where we're able to text and talk. I haven't been to IEPs because I couldn't be in the same room with you. I don't
Hey, Miss Egley, I don't want to hear about.
I know. I don't text you.
You're getting non-responsive. Mr. Fort, any more questions?
Why, Miss Egley, all the text messages that I have, it's me asking you when you are going to take Kason. There's only a handful of times you have messaged me and asked me if you can have Kason.
I don't need to ask you if I can have Kason for something that we've already set. It's really random during the week what days he's been here. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you text me and say, what time do you want him? What time? And you're the one dropping him off. I think Kason being involved with you has been really good. And I don't want to go back on anything that we've kind of built back together as it pertains to Kason. And you know this is a good home.
Okay, so it's getting non-responsive. The question was, how come there's no text messages on my phone?
Because he's dropping them off.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Fort.
If everything's going good in your home and you can support him in your home, why am I supplying the pull-ups for him in your home? Why have you asked me multiple times to make sure he is fed before he comes to your house? Or you've told me multiple times through text messaging that you don't have food for him at his house. And
it's not that there isn't food, and we do have pull-ups here. Casey doesn't like to wear them. They're a different brand. As for food, I don't have a lot of the snacks. And last night or yesterday, I didn't know he was going to be here for 2 days. It was early in the afternoon. I don't have anything right now. Tomorrow we get food. It's $500 with the price of groceries going up. Everything has become a lot more expensive. We're just going month to month, and like that last week a little bit struggle. I mean, it's $7 for a thing of pop. It's $5 for eggs. It's, so I went home last night and I got bread, hot dogs, what we needed. But it hasn't been easy. And that not working hasn't been easy. But I have done this all of his life, paying for him, raising him. You haven't been there. You've been there for the last 3 years, and Kaysen has been taken care of. And I
Okay, so
appreciate the close.
we're getting non-responsive here.
Okay.
so.
I appreciate everything that
Okay.
you've done